higher costs for raw materials, or increased transportation costs. Governments and central banks play a crucial role in managing inflation. They use various tools such as monetary policy to control the money supply and keep inflation in check. However, global events such as pandemics or geopolitical instability can disrupt these efforts and lead to unexpected price hikes. Inflation affects everyone, but its impact is felt most acutely by middle and lower middle-class households. These families often live on tight budgets, with a significant portion of their income allocated to essential expenses like housing, food, transportation, and healthcare. As prices for these necessities rise, their disposable income shrinks, leaving them with less money to save, invest, or spend on discretionary items. For example, consider a family of 4 where both parents work full-time jobs. A significant increase in the cost of groceries, coupled with higher gasoline prices, can strain their monthly budget. They may have to make difficult choices, such as cutting back on extracurricular activities for their children, delaying car repairs, or even dipping into their savings to make ends meet. The erosion of purchasing power due to inflation can have long-term consequences for middle-class families. It can deplete their savings, making it harder to achieve financial goals like homeownership, retirement planning, or their children's education. It can also lead to increased debt as families rely on credit cards or loans to cover essential expenses, trapping them in a cycle of debt and financial insecurity. While inflation affects all countries, its impact is particularly severe in developing countries. These nations often face existing economic vulnerabilities, such as high poverty rates, weak social safety nets, and limited access to essential services. Inflation exacerbates these challenges, pushing more people into poverty and widening the gap between the rich and the poor. In many developing countries, a significant portion of the population works in the informal sector, lacking formal contracts, social security, or access to financial services. These workers are global prices for these commodities rise, it directly impacts domestic prices, making it more expensive for people to afford basic necessities. This can lead to social unrest, political instability, and a decline in overall living standards. With the relentless pressure of rising prices, families in both developed and developing countries are adopting various coping mechanisms. Some are essential goods, such as international organizations. One crucial step is to control inflation through responsible monetary and fiscal policies. This includes managing interest rates, controlling government spending, and ensuring a stable currency. Governments net programs, such as food stamps, housing subsidies, and cash transfers. Investing in education and skills training can empower individuals to adapt to changing economic conditions and secure better-paying jobs. Furthermore, promoting financial literacy can equip individuals with the knowledge and skills to manage their finances effectively during inflationary periods. This includes spending and debt management. By empowering individuals and implementing sound economic policies, we can mitigate the negative impacts of inflation and pave the way for a more equitable and prosperous future.